Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming to my presentation today. I know a lot of you are global clients of ours that have operations abroad. So the main thing we're going to talk about today is ethics and compliance and how we can use that to fight corruption and bribery throughout the world. So starting off, looking at anti-corruption practices and how they're a must for your organizations, no matter where you operate, but especially for those of you who have global operations throughout the world. So we're taking a look here, and essentially the environment in which the global corporations operate in has significantly changed over the last 20 years. We know that corruption has been there forever. And in a lot of parts of the world, it's just seen as a way of doing business, just what you need to do to get things done. But all over the world, more and more countries are coming together and saying, this is not okay. We need to fight this, and we need to band together to figure out a way to fight this. So this all kind of started in the late 90s and kind of came to a culmination in 2003 in the UN Convention Against Corruption, where they've created this first legally binding contract of member states. I think it's about 140 different states saying, hey, we will legally prosecute you if we see that there's significant corruption happening, especially bribery. And this was even more emboldened with the US FCPA that enacted laws against citizens and corporations from bribery. And that was, I believe, around the same time. And since then, the US and its allies every single year have levied multiple billions of dollars against corporations that they find where bribery is taking place. So we're talking Airbus, Microsoft, Petrobras, huge corporations that this has affected in civil and legal courts. So you might be asking, okay, what can we do? So from a compliance and accounting mitigation perspective, experts say the best thing you can do is creating a top-down corporate compliance program and accounting program that's rooted in ethics. Your teams have to know that you take this very seriously, and a moral and ethical stance is always best. Second, whistleblower protection is key to making sure that everyone from your lowest level accountant to your top chief compliance officer know that if they see something, you say something. The sooner you bring things to the authorities' eyes, the better it will be for you. Whistleblowers have to be protected internally. And then the last thing is reducing agency problems. So international managers might be compensated based off of revenue that they're bringing in. Their bonuses might be tied to certain things for how many different projects they're getting through. Well, in a lot of parts of the world, they're going to lose out on those projects without bribery. And that's something as a company you need to be prepared for and not punish and not de-incentivize. The incentive for your international marriage has to be compliance first. So then the second piece we want to talk about is, okay, so I'm being investigated, something's happened. What can you do? What are some different strategies? What is the environment that you're going to operate in from there on? If you're being investigated, full cooperation is key. Anytime you see something, anytime you're being investigated, please, full cooperation is always best, and it will go a long ways. If if you do see something, self-disclose it before even you're being investigated. That will always go the furthest with investigators. People know that you have broad organizations. There's going to be bad apples. If you self-disclose, it will be good for you. It won't hurt you to try and hide things. And last, if a international manager or someone in your company is being extorted in that lives are being blackmailed against, they're threatening lives of them or their families, know that there are gray areas where the authorities will take a look, and it's not always going to be the most draconian thing. They will take the holistic picture into account. So just know that when you're talking to your lawyers. So in recap, what are the best things to do to create a really good anti-corruption platform at your global companies? Ensure you have strong compliance. Ensure you have accounting culture that is rooted in ethics. Encourage whistleblowing and reduce agency problems wherever possible throughout your company. And then lastly, always cooperate to the fullest extent of the law. Please email me if you have questions. I'm so excited to present to you guys today. Looking forward to talking more. Thank you.